welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Paul Wood, the CEO of BTU Metals. And Paul, it's good to have you back. How you doing?
Hi, Steve. It's great to be back. Doing very well, thanks. The guys are up in the field and keeping very busy with the drills. So that's why we're here today, to give you a bit of an update.
Absolutely. So just remind everyone, when you say they're on the site, tell us a little bit about the project again, just so everyone remembers.
Right. So BTU Metals is BTU on the Toronto Venture, and we trade in the OTC as well under BTUMF. We've got 200 square kilometers of property, which pretty much surrounds Great Bear Resources, GBR, in Red Lake. And Great Bear touched on $1 billion of market cap this summer, and we're sitting a little shy of 20 million. And we can hear their drills turning. We can see their drills turning from time to time. So our job is to find what they have and start to close that gap.
Absolutely. So right now, you mentioned that they're on site and they're drilling. So I understand that you're looking at a certain particular area right now. So maybe you can talk a bit about that.
Yeah, well, we have a huge property. It's 200 square kilometers, like I said. And what we have identified where there's gold at surface, coincident with a large structural trend, which is 10 kilometers or more now, which goes from the southwest to the northeast. Now, people familiar with Great Bear will be aware of something called the LP Fault. So it's similar geology to the LP Fault. And what we're doing is taking a whole bunch of till samples up and down that area, concentrating at first in the kind of the center of our property, if you will. And we're calling that for now the gold in till area. So the guys just got a batch of assays back on that, and it's just confirming that there's more and more of this gold in till, as well as surface samples. What's most impressive about these results is so many of the grains, and that's what you're looking for, is gold grains. You can see them on our website in the press release today, are pristine, which means they're angular, which means they haven't come far from the source, which means they're sourced from our property. So our job is to find what's the source in the structures within that big 10-kilometer plus southwest to northeast trend.
So what does that mean now for the rest of this year and then into 2021, as far as the work plan is concerned?
Yeah, so what we do is the method that Bruce Durham, our VPX, is using primarily is gold in till, and then he looks up ice from where we're getting the gold in till. Then we're doing induced polarization to confirm signals from under the ground, IP surveys, and then we pop the drill in. So we're doing a whole bunch of holes ongoing. We can see our way well into winter and into spring already, where we're getting these confirmatory targets. We're using other methods as well, like artificial intelligence, which we're getting more information on as well. So there's lots to go all the way, focused primarily up and down that trend. The other thing that we identified with some samples, which we announced today, is off to the west, far to the west, where we haven't looked before. We identified some gold in till and surface samples. So that's a whole new discovery, which we'll be chasing up.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be extremely busy, that's for sure. Paul, thanks for taking the time to join us and update us on what's going on. And we look forward to chatting again real soon.
You know, Steve, just before we go, because I always get this question, and you see from the chat lines from time to time.
Yeah.
We are 7 holes into this drill program, the fall drill program. We're doing 7 more by the end of this year, pre-Christmas. So that'll keep us going pretty much right up until Christmas. I'd say about 2 of the initial holes are in the lab. 5 are being cut, processed, logged in our office in Korshak in Red Lake. And then, of course, there are 7 more holes to come to round out our 14 this year.
All right, perfect. So now we're updated. Okay, Paul, good to see you.
Thanks. Good to see you, and look forward to updating you again soon.
All right, look forward to it. There's Paul Wood, the CEO of BTU Metals.